Hello my loyal companions, welcome back to the channel and to another map callout video. Today we're going to be having a look at Icarus. This series is designed to give you all the information you need for accurate callout locations when you're in game to help you and your teammates communicate better and hopefully win more games. If you do go on to enjoy the video or just want to see daily educational road company content, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. But for now, let's get into it. Now the map we're going to be looking at today is Icarus. Now this is a close quarter map, meaning the callouts that you need to make need to be quick and accurate so your team know what's going on because of how fast paced it can be. Do remember that whilst I try to give you the most common names in the competitive scene for these locations, there may be other ones that you hear or the ones you may prefer that you can use as well. As long as you have names for all the locations I'm going over, that'll be perfectly fine. If you don't, you can use the ones I'm recommending here. Starting though with the very basic locations of Icarus itself, you have the bomb locations, A site and B site, which are very important, obviously, for you to be able to call out when you see enemies there, because they're probably going to be planting the bomb. Then we're going to be looking at the attacker spawn, also known as attackers CT. This is obviously where the attacker is going to fly down into off their landing from the plane. And then similarly, we have the defenders spawn or defenders CT, which is where they're going to fly down from the plane. Now though, we're going to have a look at the main locations, which are going to be most crucial for you to have names and callouts for when you're trying to navigate Icarus. We'll start at the top of the map near A site, and this long stretch that goes around the top side of the site itself is known very simply as A long. And similarly, the little alleyway that is located for the attackers to enter the A site down that little short angle is known as A short. You then have two locations referred to as the back of A, one that refers to the attacker's side of it and one that refers to the defender's side of it, as you can see located here in green on your screen. Instead of back of A, these also could be referred to as the A approach, either from attacker side or defender side again. You then have the main center of the map known as the mid, and there are a few little locations located within here that we'll go over in the points of interest section. As we then turn our attention to the B side of the map, you have the little section that crosses from mid into B itself, known as either mid cut or B cut. You may hear the word cut referred to a lot within these map callout guides. The reason for this is because cut or connector is the term used when you have two areas that have a short passageway that connects them. You then have the main approach to B site itself, which is either called the B approach or more commonly referred to as the B alley. Going then behind B alley as you approach into it is B courtyard, and this is the large area behind it where the enemies tend to set up before they start that breach onto B site. And then a similar position on the approach to B site, this time from the defender's side, is known as boxes due to the main boxes and cover that is hidden in that area for defenders to play around. Let's now though have a look at some key points of interest that are not main locations but will be really useful for you to know and call out for your team to give more accurate representations of enemy positions. Going then to the top of A site, this is an area that is played around a lot, particularly from attackers on their approach to the A site itself, and it has a few different names. It's the little steps that dip down. Personally, I refer to this as balcony due to the balcony effect. It can also be referred to as patio or simply just steps. This is a really important location for you to know the name of. Because it is played around so much, you need to be able to tell your team when an enemy is on steps or whether you as the attackers want to take control of steps and whether you have that control. Going then to the lower parts of the map, you have the connection between mid and B courtyard known as half wall, and this is that little wall that you can sit behind and jump over to see around that mid area. One of the key locations that half wall looks over though in mid is the fountain as the centerpiece of the mid location. Again, a really good call out for your team to know because it is a little bit sneaky to hide behind that. So if you do see an enemy position there, you want to let them know. Maybe they can frag them out, or maybe you're just a bit more aware as you approach that angle. And then the last point of interest that's worth having a name for is also centered around mid, and it's a similar to the half wall area, but is known as mid platform. Again, it acts as this sort of raised area with a half wall you can sit behind and overlook mid quite well. This is just known as mid platform as it plays a little bit less of an important role in demolition matches. Okay guys, they're the key locations and names and callouts you need for Icarus. I'm now going to take you through a walkthrough, like I like to do in these guides, of an in-game experience walking around this map with banners telling you the different locations as you cross into them, just for a really good visual representation. Okay then guys, that takes us to the end of the video, and if you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. You can also come follow me on twitch.tv/raddarkgaming, see live gameplay commentaries, guides, Q&As, and playing with viewers. All the links you're going to need are down in the description below, but for now guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and remember, be loyal, be brave, be relentless, and I'll catch you in the next video.